Will it be New Zealand? Or will it be Australia? It's Australia! To come over here yet again and continue this impressive run. You've now won 35 out of 65 test matches and 9 of the last 11. That is sheer dominance. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Karen. I wasn't confident at all, and I don't think the guys were overly confident, but they were quietly confident. I want to thank these guys. I know how good they are, and to beat them is just, especially without Shannon Warnest. We felt a bit naked up here without Shannon, but you know, it's possible to do it without him. So, and these guys, they show really, really well, and they deserve everything they get. Thank you.
Let's put your hands together. Put your hands together for New Zealand. Well, Peter, without Shannon Warnest, we thought we might have had a chance. Over the last few years, Australia have dominated. Well, with the fine wool and the crossbreeds coming in there, tonight wasn't New Zealand's night.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, congratulations, Australia. We thought we had wood on you, but not to be. After winning the Woolhandling last night, we were hoping to get the clean sweep, but it didn't happen. Yeah, thanks to my team. They put up a good fight, and now the sponsors and everyone else involved. Thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is part of what makes the Golden Shears so special. Put your hands together for the two teams, Australia and New Zealand. Could we please have the competitors from the open wool handling up to the board? And Emma Mason, please. Right. Yeah. We have, while the other teams are making their way up, we have a quality award remaining from the Trans-Tasman Test. This is the Joseph Paiwai Memorial Trophy for top individual shearer. From Australia, Daniel McIntyre. The open wool handling is sponsored by Shear Expertise. Speaking on behalf of Shear Expertise is Emma Mason.
Kia ora koutou. We are very proud to sponsor this open wool handling event. It is an honour for the whole Mason whānau to finally sponsor this event because the cup is actually named after my great-grandmother, Hinaro Mason. I want to acknowledge and thank my dad, Paddy Mason, and our ShearX boys who give up 3 days to come down here and shear for all of the wool handlers, and also our whānau, who are the resident wool handlers, for their hard mahi every year. It takes a lot to compete at this elite level, not only skill-wise, but the incredible discipline that's involved. It's huge, so I congratulate you all on such a big commitment. We are in an extremely talent-filled industry, and the standards are getting higher and higher every year. Lastly, I just want to acknowledge PJ Hawkins, or Jocks, who sadly passed away in January. Jocks was one of the resident shearers here at the Golden Shears and a favourite amongst these open wool handlers. If he wasn't shearing in the final, he'd be cheering the loudest. So tonight, Jocks, you were missed in many ways. Well done to all of the competitors, you really made us proud.
The winner of the Shear Expertise Open Wool Handling receives $2,500 plus the Henero Mason Memorial Trophy. And it was a pretty clear victor. First place, 114 points. Second place, 212. The winner of the Shear Expertise Open Wool Handling, Joel Henare. Joel, you've done it again. In quite possibly your last Golden Shears, you've taken out the title. You now have 7 Golden Shears titles, the most in history. Combined with your 2 world titles, I think it's pretty fair to say that you are the greatest wool handler that we have seen. And we thank you for showing us your skills over the years.
Cheers, thanks for that, Karen. First off, I'd like to thank Paddy Mason and Shear Expertise. Yes, I'd like to acknowledge Jocks. We acknowledged him in the heats. He was a great shearer, and I was fortunate enough to strike him many times. And I was fortunate enough to work with Jocks, and he could always do it blindfolded. He was that good. I'd like to thank the sponsors and the people who helped me get here. Undermine, they're great sponsors and behind me for the whole season. It wasn't the result I was looking for the Worlds. However, that's how it goes. And I wish Cherie and Pagan all the best in France. I'll be watching. I won't be following competitions anymore, not competitive-wise, but I will stay on and compete here at the Golden Shears forevermore. Or while I'm on top. To the girls that made the final, it was a hard one to make these new fleeces here. A lot of work in them, and so congratulate you guys. I'd like to thank my mum and Georgie for their support over the weekend here, and I think that's it. And the babysitter at home. Cheers.
Second place, receiving $1,500 from Ekatahuna Ada Braddock. Third place, $1,000, Chelsea Collier. Fourth place and $700 from Matota Candy Hiri. It is almost time to announce the winner of the Golden Shears Bailey's Open Shearing. Before we do, however, I would like to invite the President of Golden Shears, Sam Saunders, up to the board.
Well, tonight we saw the best of the best, and you can't get better than that. In the last few days, a number of people have asked me, why is Golden Shears so successful? And I've been thinking about it, and I put it down to loyalty. And it goes in several forms. And sadly, this last year, we've lost 5 members of our loyal family. Daryl Hart, who's a vice president. Missy Tutavaha, who was a shearing judge. Barry Cahoon, who helped in the engine room out the back, pressing wool. Dave McPherson, who was here from the early 60s doing the wool. And PJ Hawkins, who we've... And I would like everybody to stand for a moment's silence, please, because these guys are very loyal members of our shearing family and Golden Shears family. Thank you. That loyalty actually goes a lot further. We have our sponsors up on the board here. We have Bailey's, we have Lister, PGG Wrightsons. Paddy is a newcomer. There's Nana Hinarau will be very proud. We have Trust House, and we have trust and loyalty. We also have loyalty from our council, and they keep coming back every year and supporting us in different ways. We also have loyalty from our farmers. I've had a number of farmers ring me up offering their sheep, and some of them have worked out very well. And because they know that when we look for sheep, we look for the cream of the sheep, the top third. And to get those sheep, we have a sheep team, a very, very experienced sheep team. Of Ken, Donald, and Alan, and Jason. And they spend hours and hours and hours sorting these sheep. To get the 3,500 sheep roughly that we would have shorn, they would have gone through probably 9,000 sheep, which is a tremendous effort just on its own. Donald, this year, because with a lot of change around in sheep, Donald actually really stepped up the mark, and he offered his long wool sheep and his second chair sheep for the shears, and that's a really big call. And thank you, Donald. What we've got here, our hard-working committee. They're the backbone of Golden Shears, and we couldn't do it without it. We have several different committees within our committees. It takes 250 people to run the shears, and we cannot do it. So that there is loyalty. We also have loyalty from our families who support us through the shears and do things at home and everything else. And there's another form of loyalty. My wife is my dresser. That's another form of loyalty. And next year is our 60th birthday. It's a real milestone. There's not too many voluntary events in the world the last 60 years. And I put all that down to the loyalty that we've had over that last 59 years. And I hope that most of you or all of you will be here to help us celebrate that. And then loyalty again. You know, you go away on a rugby trip, and what do? You thank the ladies in the kitchen. So thank you, Tweet. That's loyalty. And also, you thank the bus driver for the journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Well done. Could we please have our open shearing finalists and James McPherson up on the board, please? Sponsoring the Golden Shears Open Shearing Final is Bailey's. And speaking on their behalf is Principal at Bailey's, James McPherson.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Masterton and the Wairarapa. I mean, what a fantastic event. Last year was our first year. This is our second. We're really looking forward to next year for the 60th anniversary. You sort of think speeches, shearing, they don't go very well together, but when I was shearing, there was quite a few speeches in my direction from the farm owner sometimes, but anyway, we got through it. But seriously, an incredible event. What a final. It's not about words, it's about action, and it's about doing, but in Bailey's, we love supporting the country, we love supporting the towns, and we're very, very proud to be part of this, and we're getting more and more of our people from around the country saying, hey, we want to come next year, we want to be part of it. So we're really looking forward to that next year, and looking forward to continuing to sponsor for quite some time. Well, let's do another 60 years, shall we? Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, standing in front of you are competitors that have achieved 9 Golden Shears titles and 2 World Championships between them. They stand here as finalists at the most prestigious shearing competition in the world. They are, quite simply, the 6 best shearers on the planet. The winner of the Golden Shears Bailey's Open Shearing receives $4,000. The Golden Shears Open Challenge Trophy. A place on the Trans-Tasman team to Australia in 2019-2020. A Lister handpiece and Lister product. And a place in the New Zealand team to the World Champs in France in July this year. The winner of the Golden Shears Bailey's Open Shearing had points of 59. Second place, 61. The winner is Roland Smith. Roland, by winning tonight, you have now come equal as the second most successful shearer at the Golden Shears, behind only that of Sir David Fagan. You've said before in previous years how much this means to you. I can only imagine how that alone means to you and your family. From all of us here and the Golden Shears, congratulations.
Thanks, Kieran. Big thanks to Bailey's for stepping on board. That's awesome, mate. And 60 years, that's a long time to commit. But second in the history of Golden Shears is pretty amazing. But Dave, I think you're pretty safe at number one, mate. I'm not coming for you. My wife, family for supporting me. A huge commitment to dedicate yourself to being competitive at the Golden Shears. We don't come here to drink beer and eat Skittles. We come here to put our best foot forward and try and win. So thanks, darling, for supporting me every day. Thanks, Saints Bryant, for helping me out with gear. Heineke for supporting me. All the other sponsors here, all the committee, the 250 people, it's quite a few people. All the wool handlers, all the pressing people out the back, the farmer for jumping up and supplying these sheep this year. Big whole bag shot sheep, not this year, but I think these filled that hole pretty well. All the commentators and Lance and his team, cheers.
Well done. Second place, receiving $2,000. Nathan Stratford. Third place, $1,200. Aaron Haynes. Fourth place and $900, Mark Granger. The Golden Shears wish to also acknowledge the fact that Mark has made history tonight, with his father reaching the final and winning the Open final in 1985, and Mark reaching the final tonight. A father and son record has been created, so congratulations. Fifth and $800, David Buick. It's an achievement to make the final in itself. Put your hands together for the reigning world champion, John Kirkpatrick. We have one remaining accolade to award. It is the John Henson Memorial Trophy for best quality points in the final, with quality points of 6.9, Roland Smith. The R.E. O'Hara Trophy for best quality points in any shearing final, Roland Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 Golden Shears Open Shearing finalists. That concludes our presentation. The Golden Shears Committee wish to thank our resident shearers, our resident wool handlers, our volunteers, the committee, our sponsors, and all of you. Thank you so much for coming along tonight. We'll see you back here in 2020 for the 60th anniversary of the Golden Shears. Thank you.
Good evening from the Golden Shears, and the year 2019 is the Saturday night is coming to an end, and boy has the crowd in Masterton lifted themselves for this magnificent event. We've got the Bailey's Real Estate Champion Open Shearer and his wonderful supportive wife, and Roland. He actually mentioned that up there on the stage to Roland, so you're in the top box tonight. You've done very well. Roland Smith, how many wins? Golden Shears. Six wins. And it's been a fantastic journey for you. We've got this purple ribbon sitting here, and look, just take us through. We commentated from here, and for the first time, and with the help of Noise Productions, I'm sure you'll go back and watch it. It's a little bit different to what was going on out there, so we'll appreciate it. Some little feedback on it, won't we, Toby? Okay, so what's it feel like to be going to France as well?
Yeah, a lot of hard work gone into coming to Golden Shears and being prepared, so good to come through with the win. I mean, it's been hard to keep motivated since Invercargill, but yeah, no, it's good to be in the team.
Roland, I just have to put this out there, and you were just on another planet tonight. You're just so relaxed, and I interviewed you as you came in earlier on, and you're not even sweating. It's Ingrid, must be the good cooking at home?
Something like that.
All right, I said I won't hold you up any more than 5 minutes. So Ingrid, let's have a couple of words with me. How do you keep this machine working?
Lots of food.
Lots of food?
The grocery bill is very large.
And the home life is obviously fabulous.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. 3 little girls that keep two girls and a little boy that keep us on our toes. So yeah, it's busy time.
Okay. Well, this is your opportunity to have a shout out to anybody else that you'd like to congratulate and thank for being part of your journey so far. You have talked about Ants, you've talked about it nicely, but there must be somebody else sitting at home.
No, not really. No. All lots of family, lots of support from all of them, and friends, and lots of farmers in the bay that look after us with letting us shear their sheep when we want to build up for the shears, which is real important because we need certain types
quality
of sheep
too.
Quality sheep,
yep.
Which is awesome. So yeah, lots of friends and family back home. It's too many to name. So yeah.
And my parents for coming down and
babysitting,
helping with the kids.
Mark and Colin. We promised we wouldn't hold them up. There's lots of people wanting to catch up with you. So, Roland, thank you very much for spending the time. You're an absolute athlete, Ingrid, for supporting us. And don't you talk about retiring yet either. So we're going to go back to the studio, and we're going to bring in the winner of the Open Woolhandling Championships, the sheer expertise. So this is the Bailey's champion. $4,000.
Yeah, not bad.
$4,000, a air ticket to France, and of course all those little perks in between. So good night, and we bless you. And hopefully it's going to be a fantastic evening. And we look forward to. We're going to France too.
Cool.
Yeah. We're going to France. All right. Thank you. Back to you, Toby. The final guest in the studio for the year 2019 is Joel Henare from Poverty Bay, their Tairāwhiti on the East Coast. And I'm sure this guy, he talked a little bit about the retirement side of it, but I heard something, there was music to our ears tonight, Joel. Kia ora, congratulations, you are the Golden Shears Shear Expertise Champion. And look at this, we've just... I think it has to come back. This is what you can do if you put your mind at it, Joel.
Yeah. Oh shucks, it was a hard battle really. Up against, well, right from the heats really. I was down ninth, and then the quarters I went up to 8th, and the semi went up to 2nd, and so I was just gradually building, and there was a lot of work in those fleeces, but I felt tonight I had to work the hardest I've ever worked.
Well, we commentated from the studio here. We had the cameras, and you can't lie to the cameras. You didn't look under pressure at all.
No, it was that was part of the plan. I knew that for the job I had to sacrifice something, and it wasn't going to look pretty, but I had it under control.
Oh, congratulations. Joel Henare, there was a little bit of tinge of sadness in the building for us, for a lot of people, because we all had you as the guy that was going to be going with Roland Smith to Vive la France, to L'Adorat, to be saying bonjour to those people, but you're young enough to go to the next one.
Yeah, I rang a special friend of mine, and once I missed out this morning, and she just says, well, never mind, and pick your head up, and you've still got one more round. And so I had to bounce back pretty fast, and it's everyone's dream to go away and represent New Zealand. I said I've had a lot of good luck before, and just down on my luck.
You have got that good luck streak running through you. So nā mihi ki a koe, Joel.
Kia ora.
Ko koe te toa o te kuti o te whakapai o te wuru. You are the top champion wool handler for sorting wool. So that's it for the 2019 Golden Shears, and we're only getting better as we learn about how we can film it and in and out, taking those slow motion shots, and noise productions and TV Wairarapa are your first go-to for this. So on behalf of the studio here, we'll sign out and wish you all well, and we look forward to the 60th birthday in 2020. From us here at Golden Shears, we bid you all farewell for the night, and we hope to see you tuned in for 2020. Good night.